Welcome to the impossible garden, where flowers defy death in a 50°C inferno, where 150 million blooms form living skyscrapers, and where Disney princesses aren't animatronics, but carnivorous plant hybrids. This is Dubai Miracle Garden, the botanical crime scene that laughs at nature's rules. You'd probably think I'm making this up, right? What if I told you the man who created this seemingly impossible garden was told by experts it would never work, that plants could never survive in Dubai's harsh climate, and that his dream was a foolish waste of money? Yet today, that impossible garden attracts millions of visitors each year and holds multiple Guinness World Records. How did they pull off this miracle in the desert? How do they keep 150 million flowers alive in a place where it barely rains? And what engineering secrets make it all possible? Stay with me, because the answers will completely change how you think about what's possible in landscape engineering. Oh, and wait until I tell you about the hidden water system beneath the garden that uses a surprisingly counterintuitive method to keep everything alive. I'll reveal that secret in just a few minutes. Hey Dubai Curious family, welcome back to the channel where we explore the most fascinating and mind-blowing innovations in Dubai. If you're new here, I'm Hostname, and I'm obsessed with uncovering the engineering marvels and creative genius behind Dubai's most incredible attractions. Before we dive deep into the miracle that is Dubai Miracle Garden, take a second to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Trust me, you don't want to miss our upcoming videos on Dubai's underwater hotel and the engineering behind Palm Jumeirah. All right, let's jump into the incredible story of how one man decided to create a flower paradise in one of the most hostile environments on Earth. The year was 2012, and Dubai was already famous for its towering skyscrapers and man-made islands. But engineer Abdel Nasser Rahal had a different vision, one that many people laughed at. Why not create the world's largest flower garden right here in Dubai, he proposed. Critics said it was impossible. Landscaping experts pointed out that Dubai's scorching temperatures, minimal rainfall, and sandy soil made it one of the worst possible locations for a flower garden. The city gets less than 100 millimeters of rain per year. That's less than 4 inches. For comparison, London gets over 600 millimeters annually. But Rahal, founder of Cityland Group and Akar Landscaping, wasn't deterred. He had a bold hypothesis. With the right engineering, even the desert could bloom. In February 2013, Dubai Miracle Garden opened its gates. What visitors saw defied all expectations, spanning 72,000 square meters. That's about 18 acres, or the size of 10 football fields. The garden was immediately recognized as the world's largest natural flower garden, but size was just the beginning. Let's talk about why creating a garden in Dubai is such an extraordinary challenge. The summer temperatures regularly exceed 40 degrees, 104 degrees. The soil is primarily sand, with very little organic matter. Annual rainfall is negligible, and brutal sandstorms can damage delicate plants. Imagine trying to grow delicate petunias and marigolds in what is essentially a giant oven. It sounds completely insane, right? But here's where the engineering genius comes in. The first problem they had to solve was the soil. Desert sand doesn't retain water or nutrients well. It just drains away. So the team had to completely transform the ground beneath the garden. They imported fertile soil from various locations and created a special mixture with compost and soil conditioners. This created a base where roots could develop and access nutrients. They also installed drainage systems to prevent salt buildup, which is a common problem in desert agriculture. But the biggest challenge was still ahead. How do you provide water to 150 million thirsty flowers in a place where water is more precious than oil? This is where it gets really interesting. But before I reveal their ingenious irrigation solution, let me tell you about something else that will blow your mind. Remember that Airbus A380 I mentioned earlier? It's not a miniature model. It's a full-scale replica of an Emirates A380 aircraft, measuring over 72 meters long with a wingspan of nearly 80 meters, completely covered in more than 5 million living flowers and weighing approximately 100 tons. This floral aircraft earned a Guinness World Record in 2016 as the largest floral installation on the planet. And get this, it even has turbines that actually rotate to give it a touch of realism. Then there's the giant Mickey Mouse sculpture, standing 18 meters tall, about as high as a 6-story building. This floral Mickey weighs around 35 tons and was created in partnership with Disney, earning another Guinness record for the tallest topiary sculpture in the world. The garden is also home to the Heart Passage, a romantic corridor formed by heart-shaped arches covered in thousands of red, pink and purple flowers. There's a functional floral clock, a floating lady illusion, castle structures, and even a Smurfs village with mushroom houses covered in colourful blooms. But how do they keep all these incredible displays alive and blooming in the desert heat? That's the million-dollar question. I promise to reveal the secret behind the garden's irrigation system. Are you ready for this? It's absolutely mind-blowing. The entire Dubai Miracle Garden relies on a sophisticated drip irrigation system that delivers water directly to the roots of each plant in carefully controlled amounts. But here's the surprising part. The garden doesn't use a single drop of fresh drinking water. Instead, they use 100% recycled wastewater from the city of Dubai. That's right, the treated sewage effluent from the city is purified and then used to nourish these beautiful flowers. Every night, when temperatures cool down, approximately 757,000 liters of this recycled water, about 200,000 gallons, are slowly released through drip emitters, ensuring uniform soil moisture while minimizing evaporation. Smart sensors monitor soil moisture and plant needs, adjusting flows to prevent both drying and waterlogging of roots. It's a masterpiece of water conservation engineering. This system is so efficient that despite the extreme heat, the garden maintains its vibrant blooms with minimal water waste. It's a powerful demonstration that even the desert can be transformed through smart water reuse and intelligent irrigation. Think about what this means for a moment. In one of the driest places on Earth, they've created a lush paradise using water that would otherwise be wasted. It's revolutionary thinking that could have implications far beyond just creating beautiful gardens. But there's another element that makes this garden truly special: the incredible variety of plants from around the world. And you won't believe the logistical challenges they overcome to bring these flowers to Dubai. Dubai Miracle Garden hosts approximately 45 different flower species from around the globe. You'll find petunias, marigolds, snapdragons, and calibrachoas among many other varieties. When the project first began, seedlings and flowers had to be imported from countries like Egypt and the United States, as many varieties weren't available in the Gulf region. But here's what many visitors don't know. Today, the Miracle Garden has its own nurseries and greenhouses where germination and initial cultivation take place before plants are moved to the garden. Most seeds still come from international producers, many from Europe, but all propagation and acclimatization happens locally in agricultural facilities in the Al Ain Oasis, managed by the Cityland Group. In these greenhouses, imported seeds are planted and nurtured until they become robust seedlings already adapted to the UAE's temperature and photo period. Only then are the flowers transplanted to the Miracle Garden, many already beginning to bloom. This internal production model not only saves money by reducing the need for continuous importation of mature plants, but also ensures that the species used are acclimated to local conditions, increasing their survival rate. The logistics of this operation are mind-boggling when you think about it. Imagine coordinating the arrival and rapid planting of these international seedlings so they don't wither during transit. The team must ensure they adapt well to the local soil, which required importing hundreds of tons of fertile soil to replace the desert sand. It's fascinating to see flowers from Africa, the Americas, Asia, and Europe living harmoniously under the Dubai sun, a true botanical mosaic that reflects the multicultural nature of Dubai itself. But there's something else that visitors often don't realize about Dubai Miracle Garden, something that completely changes the experience from year to year and makes it even more impressive when you understand what's happening behind the scenes. Unlike parks in temperate climates, Dubai Miracle Garden doesn't operate year-round. It typically opens to the public from November to May, and the cooler seasons, and then closes its doors during the extreme summer heat from approximately June to September, when temperatures become unsustainable for the plants. During this summer off-season, public visits are suspended, but behind the scenes, the work continues at full steam. This is when large-scale renovations and replanting take place. Millions of flowers from the previous season are replaced with new seedlings, and new thematic designs are installed to surprise visitors at the next reopening. Each annual reopening reveals significantly altered configurations. This rotation is intentional and part of the Miracle Garden's appeal, as it reinvents itself every season. The garden's daily maintenance during the open season is handled by a large team of professionals. About 200 dedicated gardeners, plus supervisors and agricultural engineers who rotate through pruning, irrigation, planting, and phytosanitary care. Every day before opening to the public, dry or wilted plants are replaced with fresh specimens, and flowers are pruned to maintain defined shapes in the living sculptures. The soil is regularly fertilized and monitored for pests. Sustainability is another important practice in maintenance. At the end of each season, much of the material is reused. The support structures and metal frames of the sculptures are recycled or refurbished for use in the following year's arrangements. The removed plants become organic compost. The dried flowers and trimmings are transformed into fertilizer. Even the old soil is reused, being enriched and sterilized before returning to the beds for the next planting. This creates a sustainable cycle that reduces waste and costs while maintaining the garden's spectacular appearance. Another challenge the engineering team had to overcome was constructing the support structures for the enormous living sculptures. Initially, the park worked with arrangements up to 4 meters tall, but today there are floral sculptures that reach 27 meters in height. To erect figures like the giant Mickey Mouse topiary or the floral castle, they developed robust internal metal structures capable of supporting the weight of thousands of plants and withstanding desert winds. Ensuring the structural stability and integrated irrigation of these installations was the most difficult part, according to the engineers, requiring precise calculations and suitable materials to keep the flowers secured and thriving at heights. Now I need to tell you about something that makes this garden even more special: the unexpected events and entertainment that transform it from a botanical display into a cultural hub. Dubai Miracle Garden isn't just about static plants. It also offers open-air events and entertainment to enrich the experience. Regular flower parades feature festive processions through the garden with floats adorned with floral arrangements, accompanied by musicians and dancers in vibrant costumes and thematic masks. This itinerant spectacle enchants visitors of all ages and creates a carnival-like atmosphere amid the flowers. The park has also hosted family Zumba sessions and other fitness activities on certain days, transforming into an unusual open-air studio surrounded by nature. Special dates are celebrated with extra touches, for example, on Valentine's Day, which coincides with the park's anniversary as it was inaugurated on February 14, 2013. There are typically extra decorations on the heart arches and promotions for couples. During UAE national holidays, the garden may display patriotic color schemes in the flowers or host cultural events. Intimate concerts, artistic performances, and themed festivals have also been part of the venue's programming. All these initiatives make Miracle Garden not just a wonderful botanical garden, but a dynamic leisure and culture hub where nature and human creativity unite to provide memorable moments for Dubai's visitors. Let me ask you something that's been on my mind throughout this entire journey. What does it mean when humans can create a flourishing paradise in one of Earth's most inhospitable environments? Dubai Miracle Garden isn't just a pretty tourist attraction. It's a powerful demonstration of what's possible when engineering meets determination. It shows us that with innovation and the right systems, we can transform even the harshest landscapes. The garden serves as a showcase, proving that greening the desert is possible through water reuse and intelligent irrigation, aligning with Dubai's sustainability initiatives in natural resource conservation. The methods pioneered here have applications far beyond creating beautiful displays. The same principles of water conservation, soil conditioning, and climate adaptation could help develop sustainable agriculture in arid regions around the world. In a way, this garden represents Dubai's larger philosophy, refusing to accept natural limitations and using human ingenuity to create what many thought impossible. Since the garden's opening in 2013, it has continued to break records and amaze visitors. In its very first edition, it won the Guinness World Record for the largest vertical garden in the world, thanks to the impressive living wall of flowers that surrounded the park at its inauguration. Speaking of records, did you know that in 2018, the garden partnered with Disney and inaugurated a themed avenue with topiaries of classic characters? Beyond the giant Mickey Mouse, floral sculptures of Minnie, Donald Duck, and other Disney Universe members formed an enchanting Disney Avenue. Then in 2021, during the garden's 10th anniversary celebration, they introduced Smurfs Village, an entire section dedicated to the Smurfs, those little blue characters from Belgian comics. In this themed area, they built mushroom houses covered with flowers and Smurf topiaries scattered among the flower beds, the result of a licensed partnership with the brand's owners. The Smurfs Village quickly became one of the children's favorite attractions and exemplifies how Miracle Garden incorporates pop culture into its displays to keep public interest renewed. Each new season, the garden launches unprecedented designs and exclusive attractions, often aligned with city events. For example, during Expo 2020 Dubai, there were special installations in the park. This constant innovation ensures that even frequent visitors have reasons to return annually, as there's always something new to see. From an initial concept that experts dismissed as impossible to a world-renowned attraction holding multiple Guinness records, Dubai Miracle Garden stands as a testament to human creativity and engineering excellence. Every day, this remarkable place demonstrates that with the right technology and vision, flowers can indeed bloom in the desert. It's a living laboratory of sustainability, showing how precious resources like water can be recycled to create beauty and life. So the next time someone tells you something is impossible, remember the story of Dubai Miracle Garden, where 150 million flowers thrive in one of the world's most challenging climates. If you enjoyed this exploration of Dubai's floral miracle, hit that like button and subscribe to Dubai Curious for more fascinating stories behind the UAE's most extraordinary innovations. What other impossible Dubai attractions would you like me to investigate next? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious, Dubai Explorers.